Twakwakira umureba wa Ram TV ntumayisanga cyo rero nokorana cyamani kushanga ngo shaheji oriya YouTube channel yitu kandi rero no tureba zumazima ntukumanyisa ngo nikituyamba munonga wanyiga like ukanyiga share ukanyiga comment ukanyiga subscribe ejo ni manyo kajinyiga kare cause nchanche ndo tagire cywafero program no kwega no kumanya aitu kuretera bakafuru bakaje kibakwegesa umushonga zitari zimwe na zimwe mukatubanja Dr. Godfrey mwajangwe ki yakoze rakatwegesa yatwegesa mwaja tumugare gugo mushija mukuru twamugara Godfrey Muhumuza nawe siru kugiye ki yabegesa herizoba mwami Godfrey twakwakira ugundo murunda abantu bakakubanja bajangwe ntwenda Dr. Godfrey.
Okay, niye nakira webere mnonga kukuba bagambera gun Dr. Muhumuza, that's my name. I'm really glad to be here once again. I really appreciate the audience and I'm much glad that people really need to learn more and they can reach their minds. Thank you.
Erizoba na westiru kandi yaturetera ntanda ige yatire buri barakathereze ntanda health and wealth so hati yija kuthereze ntande ndijo kandi yari abe natugambera so making sure ngo aje cywayigamu ko kwega no kumanya kandi oje cywamanyamu mwami Godfrey abashaba shumurire ntanda yawe.
Thank you so much webere mnonga kunyakira mu studios. I'm really thankful for Ram TV and for all the programs that you people are providing to the community. I really want to thank you. So today, as Dr. Muhumuza, I've really found out a few things that I really want to share with the community, actually about wealth creation. This is something that people are not focusing on, and at the end of it all, we really mess up in different aspects. I really want to tell the community that it is really important to create wealth. The topic of today is wealth creation and personal development in a changing world. The other time I talked about the changing world and it is changing health-wise, but still it is also changing economic-wise. So for that matter, therefore, I really want to tell the community that much as the world is changing, we also need to adapt to change, especially in our habits, including the health and wealth. I'm going to make sure that I talk about health and wealth until not until every other person actually is okay, especially our Ugandans here, people from, I'm really thankful that Ram TV is actually watched by different people. I realize the other time we had people from Cameroon, we had people from South Africa, we had people from Zambia, we had people from the northern Uganda, we have people from the eastern, and I realized that very many people really need these programs. So about wealth creation, one of the things I'm going to first talk about is still health. It is still the first concept as far as creation of wealth is concerned.
Because we have to live.
Exactly. You must live. So now, very many people are focused on wealth creation in whatever way they can, but still, because they have not minded about the health, at the end of it all, they again lose the wealth throughout spending on the health later. So there is one saying of a doctor who said, you will either pay the farmer today or you will pay the pharmacy later. So it means much as a farmer is giving us what local food we need, at the next extent you realize that if we don't mind about the same food, still we shall lose the money that we were busy making in another aspect of actually recreating the life that we would have lived long ago. You would have lived healthier, you would have minded about your health long ago, but you didn't because you were busy making the money. The ways you are using were okay, but you are supposed to actually balance it and make sure at least somewhere you spend the little on health. After spending the little on health, it gives you a chance to make more But if we don't spend a little on health as early as possible, at the end of it all, you actually spend more on health later. So now, with that, I will say that one I can combine it with the point of time management or time. As long as someone is on planet Earth, we are growing. That's a fact.
That's a
Now,
fact.
the question is, as we are growing, how are we using our time? As far as what we are supposed to do is concerned, how are we really using the time? So that's why I said, you may have, let's say, you have a business. You are doing any business. But in the business you're doing, there's nothing like the time for health. What do I say? Someone goes to a business, they work morning to evening. We are really told to always take, let's say, water. But someone does not take even water. We are always told to have enough rest. We don't, you have not had the rest. And then, again after there, someone after the business, after the long day of work, someone is out for enjoyment. It is okay. You have gone for an enjoyment, but don't be at enjoyment every other night. At the end of it all, you become a nuisance in a community. Yes, you become a nuisance in a community. So that's why I say it must be balanced at least. Balance your time. Then there is some other logic people need to do. People think they need to visit hospitals when they are sick. That's what they think. It is not really important.
That's what I think too.
Oh, yeah, it is true. You must be, because that is the way we have been. That's the way we have seen people do. Actually, even people older than us, that's how we have grown knowing. But it is not like that. At least in a month, in 2 months, in 3 months, make sure you are able to actually do what? You can visit the hospital. You may not visit the hospital basically to have the treatment. No, visit the hospital to do a certain small checkup, maybe about blood pressure. You may not know when the blood pressure is what? You may not know when the blood pressure is actually disturbing you. It is not really good when you wait until the blood pressure is there and they tell you, you know what? You could have spent with blood pressure for around maybe a year. We wait not until we are down so that we can go there. But we realize that by the moment you go there and maybe we tell you that it is about to attack you, or else you have the signs and symptoms of maybe having blood pressure, the better, because we are going to start on the prevention immediately. So time management is something too important. You realize that a few minutes, you need 30 minutes, get a boda, reach that medical worker, reach that doctor, let them help you on what your health means. The 30 minutes will help you not to spend 3 months in a hospital. Yes, the moment you come and now you have blood pressure or you have diabetes, the question is, how much time do you think you're going to spend in the hospital? The fact is, there is a lot of time you're going to spend there. So in a changing world, since we are very much sure that we are encountering very many things, really we need to make sure that we manage our time well. As much as we are working, please create some other little time. Go for your health. It is really good. It helps you to maximize the time later so that you can work now. Number 2, about wealth creation is association. Now, the world has changed in a way that people have gotten very many friends from different places. Now, the association we have can actually help us to create more wealth, or else it can actually lead you to lose more wealth. Yes. Now, talk about someone who wants to get rich. I want you to imagine the people who have some money and how they have gotten some money. People, the owners of such bigger buildings, the owners of these bigger supermarkets that we see, the owners of the supermarkets that the factories that have been seeing, the owners of these other transport businesses that we see, these people, you realize that by the time they created this wealth, the people they were associating with were people who were in the same line. Yes, people who were looking for the same. You can't be in a society when you are the only person looking for money. No. In fact, we be in a community where we're all looking for money, but the difference is always how much. But when you are in a community that is looking for wealth, the fact is you realize that at the end of it all, you people are going to achieve one same goal because the thoughts are actually looking at one thing. By the way, that's why I always recommend network marketing. Yes, for wealth creation, that's why I recommend network marketing, because network marketing is something that actually has what we call teamwork. So the whole team, you go on a team, there's a certain team that I work with, the Falcons team, the winners team, and the Dream Chasers team, one of the teams that I've really created, I personally. We all work under network, Okata Wellness Solutions. So this team, I've realized that the more I interact with my team, the other one has an idea on what we are looking for. The other one has an idea on what we are looking for. The same team has accountants, the same team has teachers, the same team has doctors, the same team has nurses, and the same team still has entrepreneurs and economists. At the end of it all, when we combine the knowledge, you realize that we shall be creating the knowledge, consolidating the knowledge, actually focusing on one thing of wealth creation. That is network. That's why I always recommend the youth to be network marketing. However, you realize that most of us, because of the world, the way we are and the way we studied, whatever we have gone through, we were not introduced to network marketing before. And I really want to say we need to forgive ourselves and forgive the past, sure. Because the same thing has happened. In school, we study what? What did we study? There is a time I was asking myself, why did I study Vasco da Gama, for example? Why? Yet I wanted to be a doctor. By that time, why didn't I use my time well and study maybe about the liver?
In Smani, Cameroon, Smani
yes,
what?
I even harvested rubber in Egypt. Eh? How do I harvest rubber? You realize that is a system that was brought to us by a white man, but at the end of it all, how best can we help ourselves when we have gone into that? So network marketing is a type of business that very many people would have grown rich into, but we were not introduced to it long ago when we were in school. So the moment someone finds it in the community or in the field, you realize that these people they are like, oh, where have you? I baby have a ferry, my friend. It is just because you don't know about it.
More about network marketing, because our viewers may not be knowing what network marketing is.
Well, network marketing, the little thing I can talk about network marketing, this is it is a multi-level business where you as a person, you work today, but the efforts you have put, you may put in 100% efforts today, and you reach a point when you're putting in 20% efforts, but the earnings are way far, like 300%. But you realize that in the settings that you were told to work in, the jobs and whatever, the fact is we work, but you will work from day one till day last. People have gotten jobs, they work till they die. They work till they retire. How do you work for 30 years doing the same thing? 30. Not really. With wealth creation, you do one thing, yes, you concentrate on it, yes, but there must be a system that can give you money even when you're sick, even when you're resting, even when you're at the party, even when you're where. Talk about, look at this other man, Mr. Bitature. Mr. Bitature invented, this man brought us MTN. Do you realize that whether he's sleeping or where, this guy can earn money?
Yes.
Why? He created a system. Look at any other rich man and tell me why are they too rich? How does Bill Gates earn the money? It is with a system. You can't tell me that every day Bill Gates wakes up to work. No, he wakes up to check on how much. Because he created a system. But at first he put in the 100% effort. So if everyone could really understand what 100% effort could mean, and now later you leverage any system that does not have leveraging, you can't just get rich. I'm telling you, you cannot. But it is good that in network marketing there is leveraging. Though it is characterized by teamwork, it is characterized by leveraging, it is characterized by learning, it is characterized by personal development. A person who has been in network marketing for 5 years, if you met them, we are not the same way as people who have been just doing other things. Not really. Not. Because the organization has, or network marketing itself has the system where someone must grow personally. The same way financially. You get? So I talked about association. The people we have, our friends, you realize that what you become in the future are actually 50%, no, not even 50%, 85% is determined by who do you stay with, who do you work with, who do you interact with most of your time. You get? So with wealth creation, we must look at interacting. Are you interacting? Do you have a friend who is really looking at how best can they become better, health, wealth-wise? Actually, it also affects our health, that even a friend you have does not even mind about the health. So you as a person cannot also mind about your health. So with wealth creation, the fact is we must look at how best you as a person can, which type of people are you interacting with? Are they looking at the same goal of wealth creation? Are they looking at becoming better? You get? And still, we need not to forget that wealth creation is a process. People want to start something and they become rich within a month, 2 months. You will steal, my friend. Yes, you end up in jail. That's why I told you that I will still recommend network marketing, because it allows someone to grow and understand that I can grow. I can grow from zero, slowly. I still recommend it because of some other thing that I'm going to show you. Take an example. There is no rich man that I know that they are rich because they are doing a certain job. No way. You must do a certain job for some time, then reach a point the job gives you a little startup capital to start a business. But now, there is another perception that when you look at the businesses that we know, like which businesses? People have shops, talk about clinics and drug shops, talk about what? These are the small businesses, boutiques. So today, it is not a discouragement, but surely, if you are to start a business that is really traditional, I would advise let this business be a bigger investment. Yes, let it be a bigger investment. Because we're back in our village, like 15 years back, I realized that there was a certain man he was called Cyprian. Cyprian had a shop at home, and in the whole village, this guy was serving around 40 families. Around 40, 30 there. Now, I reached the point when I went back, I realized that the same center, the same place had over 120 shops, same center. Now, I realized the families have grown up to 300 families, same village. I want you to do a simple calculation. If someone was serving 40 families by then, how much money did they make? And now today, if there are 120 shops, how many families are they serving? Are they past 4 families?
Not
They
really.
be serving 4, 5 families per shop. Every shop is actually serving 4 families. That's how the world has changed. Because by then, it also went into my mind that the shop has money. Because I saw the man buying a first motorcycle, he's buying land. I realized there's money in the what?
In the shop.
So we have gone into business, but we have not been guided on which business to do and when. We are in the 21st century. You can't do a business that is unlocked in the 21st century. That's why I still say network marketing is better, because it is a 21st century business. Because it really fits in our generation very well. It fits in our generation. Why? Everyone can start a business, but they can start with a little money and they still get more later. But someone starts a boutique, they start with, let's say, 5 million, 10 million. The income they are bringing out after stabilizing, someone tells you I make 800, 1 million. It is good money, yes, but according to what goal you had set, according to which dreams you are looking at, are really going to reach. The same person has a dream of driving a Range Rover. From where? From where? Who started a boutique, small, and they drove the Range Rover? Who? It must be of this other person who started the business with 100 million. The growth rate is really low with these traditional businesses. So you realize that it is not easier for the traditional business that starts small to quickly accumulate enough money for someone to do what? For someone to become wealthy. When I talk about wealth, some people don't really get it. Wealth is when you have more money, like we are counting in billions. But people with 500 millions, what? That is not wealth.
Really?
Yes, wealth is not 500 million. That is riches. You just have some little riches.
You're just a rich man.
Yes, you're just a rich man. You can pay tuition for your children. You can build a house, a residential house. You can drive a good car. 500 million. Now a better car is 300 million and above, 100 million and above. So it means the person of 500 net worth is not supposed to drive a car of 300 million. No, that is imbalance. So it means that by the time you're supposed to do that, you must be having more than. So people with billions, at least we count they have the wealth. So creating the wealth starts with creating the riches. But even the riches, we don't have the capacity to actually create the riches if we don't associate well. Number 2 is decision making. Personally, I decided to do network marketing as something that can give me peace, something that can help me to grow, and something that has helped me to move from a small level to a certain level. I'm not rich yet. I'm not. But at least I'm assured I'm going to be rich. I am.
Because of the network.
Yes. Network marketing assures me that I'm going to be rich. It is very true. Why? It is showing me that when I was studying, they told me education is a key. But the padlock was changed. The padlock was changed. The field gives us another food, not the food we expected. We study, but in the field we find some other thing. So making money and studying, they are two different things. You qualify, but you don't qualify for money. Qualifications for money are just different. There must be wealth creation somewhere. So decision making is when you choose to do one thing and you master it for years. For example, for me, I counted with Okwata Wellness Solutions, I'm going to work with it for 10 years. Yes, some other person can choose to do some other thing, as long as it's giving you some income. We are talking about the income that multiplies, the income that grows and reaches the point of multiplying, not the income that adds. Telling me that someone adds a salary of maybe they save 500, they save 1 million per month, it means at the end of the year they have saved 12 million. The same person wants to drive a car of 300 million. When? By the time they make 100 million, they have children to take to school. They want to build. You must make for us a party we have to enjoy. At the end of it all, you cannot make it. But one of the reasons as to why I like network marketing is because you have the capacity to multiply the income when actually not using the same energy. That's what I was still saying. When you're not using the same energy. Decision making. I've seen Mr. Kazire, who is this guy of
Kazile
Herbal.
product.
Yes, exactly.
Mm.
This guy has concentrated on what he is doing for years, not diverging. But the youth today, they want to do the other thing, they do the other one, they do the other one. My friend, where do you get the concentration? Where do you get the mind? You can't do all of them. It is not easy. Talk about I've seen Baria. Baria is one of the richest guys here, right? This guy has been in hardware things until he has built buildings and whatever. One thing, Mark Zuckerberg, from the time he started, this guy has been on Facebook. It has made him rich. It is decision to do one thing, and he came in wholeheartedly. A decision cannot allow you to try once. No. It cannot allow you to try twice. No. It allows you to try very many times. There is a certain man who made a bulb until it had to light. This guy tried more than 1,000 times. If it were you, can you try 1,000 times when you're still there?
Never.
It is really a big decision that you have actually realized that you want. I always take making money like a relationship. You have seen a nice girl and you really want her. There is that decision you put in your mind that I will date her. The moment you take a step to go there, you have already achieved it, you as a person in mind that you will. It is actually a decision that you have decided to take a step and take her. And for that matter, therefore, at the same time, you realize that by the time you are achieving it, you are not even too much excited that you have achieved it. No, it is just because you had decided, and at the end of it all, you won it. So for that matter, therefore, decision making something bigger. Decision making can actually even let us lose some friends. You can lose some friends. Some of us, because of network marketing, we have lost friends. But the better, I can rather lose a friend who is not the right association and have new friends who are actually the right association, as long as we are looking for the same thing. But there are friends that we have been friends tight like this. We have lost them, including girlfriends. You lose a friend, best friend, financial friend who you used to chat with, to be with all the time at school and whatever. But because of a certain perception, you lose them because you decided to be into something that can actually take on your life for wealth creation. I still say decision making is something too big. And by the way, I realized something about decision making. These rich men, the moment they find out that you're young, you're youth, and you have decided, there is a way they want to hold your hand to pull you up and uplift you. That's the logic that most youth will not understand.
Really?
Yes, and that's why I enjoy network marketing. That take an example in Okata Wellness Solutions. A friend who says, I have decided to do it. I'm telling you, the other man who is making it better, they are willing to pull you down from down up, because they know this is the next generation.
Yeah.
This is the next generation. What they can't do, they are sure you're going to do it when they are sleeping, and they will be earning. That is as simple as that.
Happy.
Yes, they'll be too happy. Do you know what it means by someone telling you, I finished my studies because of so and so? Do you know what it means? I want to urge every other youth to go deep into making money and wealth creation, because we have people outside there. We have a large community to help. People are suffering. We have babies that don't have homes. We have people that are really too poor. We have people that are not informed. It is you, because you realize that people who are rich and people who are wealthy, these people have the audience. We listen to them the more. Why? Because they have made the money. They have proven to us that actually they can. That's why a rich man cannot contest and they still lose. No way. They will still be won by another rich man. A wealthy person cannot contest and they lose. I'm telling you, they will still be won by another wealthy person. Why? They have the audience. The money has the capacity to do anything.
Money talks.
Yes, when I was studying a medical course, I reached the point of fearing money because I realized money can buy a liver. A liver is an organ given by God himself. But money buys it, my friend. It buys it. So for those who don't have the money to buy the liver, what do we do later? You realize that you lose the whole of it. You lose the game. And very many people have lost the game because of something small, money. So that's why I still say we must look at a decision. We must look at the decision we need to make as far as making money is concerned. If you choose to do something, please choose to do it. Choose to do it. It is a decision. Then I wanted to talk about a traditional business versus the 21st century business. We need to realize that there are businesses that are actually that connect to the generation we are in, and most likely that is maybe network marketing and other marketing strategies. People are doing affiliate marketing. I've seen people around town. Someone comes from home, they come to your shop and they take pictures of your shoes. Okay? At the end of it all, for them, they use their phone. I want to thank these boys and girls who are doing this. Social media marketing, people are making a lot of money from there, but how do you load the data of 2,000 daily or 1K or 10K daily? You use the data for other things, TikTok, Facebook, and whatever. As long as the same money has not helped you to make more money, you're just losing. You're losing the game. But I've seen some serious guys, they come from the village, they reach in the town, they first create an audience online, they have a big following. After they go there, they have to take some pictures of the shoes, the what. At the end of it all, they post up the shoes. We see. I still remember someone who brought me this shoe. This guy was online. I found him online. He delivered the shoe where my office was, and
Not from his shop.
Not from his shop. And this guy later, I told him, you man, you're too much consistent. He said, yes, I need money. Yes, I need money. And realized that the profit that was made, he shared with the boss. He shared with the owner of the shop. The shop owner benefited, that guy benefited as well. How about the one who used the same data for something else that was not marketing? You get? So in a digital world, in a generation that we are in a changing world, we must realize that if a phone was innovated, if there is a phone, long ago there weren't phones. That's why you would do traditional businesses. You open a shop, you be there. But today, my friend, shops are very many. You must add an extra mile to make sure you make it. That's why I still embrace marketing, and now for this type, network marketing, because for it has leveraging. The difference is that for you are going to post the shoe, but until you die. You will make money, but you'll have where to stop. But as for me, I'll do it and teach it to some other person. At the end of it, I will still make the money when I'm in vacation. And that's the way it is. That's network marketing. Simple. But people don't understand is. I want to talk about myth and beliefs. Now, I will still say that in life, very many things have come up in organizations, school, in every church. There is that one person they hate. In every school, there is that one teacher that we don't like. Yes, but still, in the same school, when we come to the students, maybe you realize that there are students that are doing well, there are students that are doing bad. But I want to ask, who creates a strike in a school? Who brings up that idea of a strike? Do we say they don't have a bigger vision? They have a bigger vision, but at the moment they are just astray. By anything can happen, and these people are just astray. The way we have bad people in school, we can still have bad people in any organization. I'm telling you. whichever organization, there is that bad person. There is that person with a heart that is not like the others. Now, it came back to network marketing, where we found out that network marketing is a freestyle business. You cannot just be supervised, no cameras, no whatever. You come when you know what you want, you concentrate until you achieve it. You search for knowledge if you want, like some of us have to read some books about successful people. You will look for knowledge if you want, you won't look for the knowledge if you don't want. Now, you realize that very many people have come to network marketing, they have not done what they are supposed to do, simply because no one is supervising them. At the end of it all, they lose. When they go out there, what do they talk about it? So the same person who failed in a certain school, they go outside saying, a school so-and-so is bad. No, it is not a school that is bad. The same student himself was bad. That's a myth that people have taken onto some businesses. Personally, there are some businesses I can't do just because I don't really believe in them that they can make me rich. Maybe I believe in network marketing. But I want to remove this belief that network marketing is not, maybe is a scam. Yes, there are network marketing companies that are scams. Especially, I will talk about any online business that is network marketing, that does not have a product that they are selling. My friend, if you don't understand it very well, please don't join. Don't join. If you don't understand it too, people are making money from there, yes. But as long as you don't understand it, 100% it is a scam. To yourself, it will be a scam. So a product company can never be a scam, because for it stays longer, because there's that part of production. The only thing that happens is we don't know, in the time of working with us, we don't know who is bad and who is good. We all came to look for money. We all joined the same company to look for money. But network marketing allows in every other category. You can't know who is a thief and who is not. At the end of it all, we all turn to be bad. We all turn to be scammers in the same company, in the same type of business, just because we allowed everyone to be in. At the end of it all, any organization that has different people from different areas, there must be different habits. So the same organization is bad, but we have bad people in the organization. I want to clear that on air. I want to really tell everyone that network marketing has never been bad by the people that are there. If there is one bad person, that is poison. If there is that other one bad person, that is poison. At the end of it all, the same one person whose name has been, demolished, that's how it all dies. But I will still say, in the same network marketing business, there are very many people who are innocent. And the other thing is, if the other person makes a mistake, it depends on how you actually handle the mistake. But every other person makes a mistake. You can't grow when you have not made any mistake. How many cups did you break, for example, at home? Was it good to break a cup?
Not really.
It was not good. Maybe you broke it when you never knew. Because you had your mother, you had a chance for your mother to beat you and to punish you, and you realize that it was bad, that's when you left it. But when we grow, very many people, their minds have died when they have grown. We no longer have people to punish us. In the community of making money, we don't have people to punish us. We don't have any. That's why you make very many mistakes, and we still grow with our mistakes. We stay with them. And in wealth creation, we realize that for people who learn from the mistakes and they accept to be told about their mistakes, in network marketing they succeed. But if you don't have that one person who can tell you, this one, don't again do it, do this. At the end of it all, you become big, you make very many mistakes, you make some other people to lose. That's why very many people don't join network marketing. Because one person came, they saw the money, they misused the money. They misused the money, and bad news spread faster than good news.
Yes,
Yes,
really.
if you buy a car, they take a long time without knowing it. How will they know it? Because not everyone wanted you to buy a car, but have an accident. It will be all over. So and so died. Do you know how many messages you receive? So and so died, so and so died, so and so died, so and so. But what about when someone was married? Why doesn't the news of so and so started a very big business? Why doesn't it spread? Why don't we have, like, good news does not spread faster? So in network marketing, people who have good news, people who are doing better, are not talked about very much. People who are doing bad are the ones talked about much. So and so went there and they lost. So and so bakamwiba. That one was scammed. Yes, they were scammed because maybe they didn't know. Maybe they didn't do what they were required to do. Maybe the person they were working with was not the right person. I'm very much glad that Okata, when the solution started, it was to actually take off these other issues that we had in other companies, and we are thriving in a way that if you make a mistake, at least there's a guideline. There are even regulations and laws that really hold you, that stop you. With Okata, you can't just do a nonsense. Not really. Because we all came to be successful. There's no way you can stop Mr. Rogers to be successful. No. The company will have to actually to sue you. Yes, you've been in the courts of law because so and so lost because of you. If you can't actually work on the mistake, then accept to be in jail. Not the same way it was too much freestyle. However, it stays a freestyle business that I work when I want, and the supervision is not all that tight. I'm not paid salary. I eat off my commission, and still I privilege. I use the time the way I want. That's the difference with a traditional business. This is the 21st century business because it fits in what I want. It fits in the generation that we are in. Then lastly, I'm going to talk about consistency. People want to be into something, but they don't want to consist. Because a small challenge has come. In wealth creation, if you are in town, you have a shop, you want money, council comes and closes. It does not mean that you close the shop and go home. No. Find a way of actually dealing with the council. Open back your shop. If that is your there is a book I was reading. It is called Eat That Frog. If you have chosen to eat the frog, eat the big one. Because at the end of it all, it is bad news. We shall still say you ate the what?
The frog.
You ate the frog. So they also say, gwalira mazi olye chirundu, olye minchi. Because at the end of it all, we shall know that you ate feces. So we must talk about that real bad act that happened. Then let it be, if it is a toad, eat the biggest one. Because we shall still say you ate the what? The toad. If that is your toad, then eat it every day without complaining. That's what I learned from the Eat That Frog book. So if your role is to wake up in the morning and go to work, open your shop for 20 years, please do that. Some people want to act like networkers. I sometimes don't work on Sunday. I can choose not to work the whole of this week, but still earn. Because there's the time that I worked. But wherever I will be, I can be even in the church and I still network. As simple as that, I can be in church and still. Let me ask, if you are in church, maybe someone sends a message. Only that nowadays I became too much respectful to church that when I reach, my phone sometimes is off. But I'm telling you, it is possible for you to read a message of I want a product when you're in church. You can still type to this person from wherever you are. I will deliver a product at 4 p.m. Simple. But if it must be gotten from your shop, what happens? If your job is to make sure go and work in the morning, please go every other morning consistently. If you chose to do which type of business, please do that. That's why I told you I'm ready to consist on network marketing, and this time round with Okata Wellness Solutions for 10 years. I don't know any rich man who has done something and they have not consisted and they have made a lot of money. And maybe about consistency, that's when you realize that something small comes and someone feels, I think this one does not work. You saw Rogers who started network marketing yesterday. Then after he was lied by the friends, I talked about association. At the end of it all, now you lose the morale to go back just because Rogers didn't come back. No, Rogers was lied by the other one. It does not mean that it doesn't work. Actually, where you are, that's a better place. Instead of concentrating and consistently do it, you follow Rogers. You have lost in life. What if Rogers has plan B? You know, some of us have not realized where we come from. Our homes, where we come from, what we want to do in life, it is enough to push us to do anything and consist on it. Yes, we have not allowed ourselves to grow. We want to start and make the money tomorrow. No, you must consist for some time until you have made it. I realize that it is too much important for you as a person to allow your mind to grow, to work in an environment that can actually allow your minds to grow. I don't want to say that people don't look for jobs, but I'll put a caution on it. Look for a job, but reach a point, leave that job, go for something else. Create, if you must be rich, if you feel like, when you are coming from school, you are like, hey, I will be rich, you are going to do this. You count, 3 years, I will be having a car. The first year goes, third year is gone, fourth year is gone, fifth year is gone. Why are you not having the car? Why? You came with a key and went to the field, you found when the padlock was different. Yes. You found when the padlock was different. So in conclusion, therefore, I want to urge every other person that in wealth creation, let's do something that has a system. I will recommend network marketing. This time round, I'm recommending only Okata Wellness Solutions because this is an African company that is looking at how best can how best can a human being live healthy and wealthy in a changing world. Because we have done very many mistakes. We have found out people doing very many mistakes in other companies. We have done different jobs. The same job you're doing, a child cannot inherit it. The same business you're doing cannot give you the car that you want. The same job you're doing cannot give you the job, the better life that you're thinking of. I want to imagine people who are making a lot of money, maybe on certain jobs, but they don't have the time to enjoy it. What is it? That's why I like network marketing. I recommend it because of different things. So now Okata is a bit different. That for it, when we are there, we can enjoy the vacations. We have villa awards. We have incentives. I have not seen anyone working for, let's say, URA, and they have been given, let's say, an incentive of a car because of working well or working better or achieving what. I have not seen that. But it is network marketing, actually, basically Okata Wellness Solutions, where you work at a certain point, you're given, let's say, a car after achieving a certain rank. So we have incentives, we have vacations, we have insurance, we have health, we have commissions paid very well. We have different things that are running on, and at the end of it all, you realize that it is really important. Wow. For those who want to know more about Okata Wellness Solutions, please feel free to reach out to us. You can really tap into our contacts. That is, for those who are outside the country, just write the country code +256 707 69 50 88. That is +256 707 69 50 888. For the youth who are actually looking for something to do, please attach yourselves to Okata Wellness Solutions. Let it help you to actually grow your minds personally, grow health-wise, and I'm very much sure that the world is going to be happier and healthier. I want to thank every other person who is watching us and continue following us. Thank you.
Yes, that's been Dr. Godfrey Mhumza for you. Hope you've managed to learn something and you've managed to know something from this session. Kan program kokweli okwega no kumanya uzimazima ne woti ne chwaiga nono bia. Reka tubareke bweri izoba ntukuba ntugaruka burwa kashatu ntwatuyine utukuretera kujechi yakwegesa ne cyakumanyisa Aram TV. Katwendeza kuba kurungi.